Today's topic is written methods. That's what you'll be doing on your worksheet. Let's have a look. Get ready. Okay, so this is a starter, just to get you all started. 3 times 1. 3, a little bit quicker than that. 3 times 2. Oh, sorry, it goes this way. Okay, 3 times 10, 30. Yeah, you said 6. 3 times 20. 60, yeah. So, well, you've just done this one, so this side should be easy, yeah. 3 times 3? Huh? 9. I think somebody said 9. Okay, 3 times 30? 90. Right. 3 times 4? Good. And 3 times 40? Good, thank you. Okay. Right. Complete the part whole models. So you have to write in the missing numbers. So they've put the ones in here, 3. So what would go in here? So these are the ones, or the units, and these are the tens. So 20, yeah? 34, so what could go in here? 4, good, and what could go in here? Okay, 3 plus 3 plus 3. 3 times 3. 9. 5 plus 4. Also 9. And 10 minus 1. 5 plus 2 plus 2. 9. 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Yeah, you've seen the pattern, I think. 23 times 4. Now, remember what we were looking at yesterday, which was efficient multiplication. Basically, the quickest and easiest way of doing something. What's 20 times 4? Well, what's 2 times 4? 8, thank you. So it must be 80. And we need to do 3 times 4. 12. Okay, and we need to add them. 0 plus 2 is 2. 8 plus 1 is 9. So our answer is 92. I don't think it's so easy to work it out as it is. In counters. So 2 tens and 3 ones, and then we'll see them placed in their columns probably. There we go. Yeah, and that's sort of what we did. We separated the tens. In other words, we got the 20 times 4. Yeah, this is 20. Each one of these is 20, yeah? And we did it times 4. And then here is the 3, and we did that times 4. 20 times 4, and then 3 times 4. 12 and 80. 92. Okay, now let's do the same for 34 times 3. So what would I do first? I've got my, I think, let me just check. They do here, this one. They do 34 times 3. What would I put here? Good. And what would I put here? 4 times 3. Does anybody know the answer? 30 times 3? 90. Good. This makes 90. What about 4 times 3? 12. Okay. Noad, it's very noisy. I keep having to tell you, yeah? Please mute yourself. I can hear you just scribbling or something. It's very noisy. Okay. 4 times 3. 12. Right, we just did that. Okay. And then we have to add 90 plus 12, which gives us 102. Okay. Now they're going to split it all up for us, I think. So these are the tens. We've got 3 tens and 4 ones. And yeah, they've times it by 3. So you can count them all to make 90, yeah? And then count all these to make 12. And now they're filling in the answers for us, which is exactly what we wrote. So the answer is 102. Okay, good. Right, 42 times 3. So they're doing 10 times 3. Let's see where this is going. 10 times 3. They're going to do this 2 times 3. So you can see, how many times have they done the 10 times 3? 4, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. That's for this one. Yeah, for the 4. Now, they've done 2 times 3 here, which is this last number. Okay? That represents, so this part represents the tens, and this part here represents the units or ones. I'll put a U because, as I always say, an O looks like a 0. So this represents the tens, and this represents the units. Okay, right. Let's see how they. So they've got all the tens. So that makes 30. What will the next number be? If 10 times 3 makes 30, what's the next one going to be? This will also make 30, but we have to add it on here. So we have to do 30 plus 30, right? What does that give us? 60. Right. You know your 3 times table, right? Then you just have to put a 0 on the end. What's the next one up? 90. Okay, what would the next one be? 120, because we know 4 times 3 is 12. Okay, then what's 2 times 3? 6. So this gives us 6. So we have to add 6 to 120. 126. There we go. Well, it's here. We need to go 4 times again. We need to do exactly the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and this is 10 times 3, 10 times 3, 10 times 3, 10 times 3. And then there's a shorter one here. Oh, it doesn't look that much shorter, but it's meant to be shorter. This represents the tens here, and this represents the units here. So that's 7 times 3, okay? Let's do the tens first. So if we get to here, how much is that? 10 times 3? 30, good. And then here, 60, here, 90, and here, 120. Okay, now you need to know your 7 times table. 7 times 3, 21. This equals 21. So then you need to add 21 to 120. 120, yes. Okay, so that's our answer, 141. Let's try and do the same here. Now, this one, it's 9, which is so it's very close to 50. Oh, so I don't know. Let's see. I don't think we have to do 9, or we can do 9 if you prefer. Let's do it their way first, and then we can do it another way. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, this is 10 times 3. Yeah, I won't write it out again because I think you understand up to here. So again, we have 30, 40. No, not 40. It's going up in tens. What's that about? Okay, need to get my rubber now. So it should be not 40. What should it be? Anyone? What should it be? Here? 60. Thank you. I'm glad somebody's listening. 60, 90, and 120. Okay, 120. Right? We've done all this before, so it should make sense. Now, let's do it their way first, and then think of another way. So this one is the units, which is 9 times 3. What is 9 times 3? What does that give us? 9 times table. Remember 9 times 3? 27, right? It is 27, okay? Because 10 times 3 would be 30, so it's just 3 less. And so we need to do here 120 plus 27. What does that give us? Good. Right, now there's another method of doing this. Instead of going up 9 times 3, we can go up another 10. Okay, because 9 is very close to 10, so we can go up another 10. Let's try. So here we're going to, in this different method, we're going to go up another 10 times 3. What does that give us? So we've got 120. Well, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 3. Yes, 150. Okay, because 5 times 3 is 15. Then you have another 0. Now, of course, we're not doing 3 times 50. We're doing 3 times 49. So you have to do then 150. Take away the 1, 3. Yeah, because you've done an extra 3. What does that give you? 147. So that's another way of doing the same thing. Yeah. So let's have a look. So they're doing 10 times 3. Obviously, when they do it, it's a lot neater. And again, 90 and 120. Okay, and then they separate it out. They do 1 times 3 and another 1 times 3. What? Okay. What? Oh, right, I see. They separated these 7. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, you can do that too. What's 5 times 3? 15. And what is 2 times 3? 6. Yeah, this is if you really struggle maybe with your 7 times table. So then you'd have to add 3 numbers: 120 plus 15 plus 6. Actually, that's a bit trickier, but yeah, okay. Yeah. So what's 5 plus 11? Sorry, 5 plus 6 is 11. Gave you the answer there. Right. 2 plus 1 plus 1, 4, and then you have 1. Okay, here it's 49 times 3. So plus 3 times 3, 3 times 3, and 3 times 3. That's for the 9, okay? That's why they're doing it 3 times. Is 3 times 3? 9. Okay, and then it's 3 times. So this one's a lot longer. You have to do 120 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. See, I think this way is a bit more difficult than the way we did it, but okay. Because you still need to do 3 times 9, essentially here, which gives you, what, 3 times 9? 9 times table, 3 times 9? 27, right. So, and I need to carry the 2. I have to keep letting people in. 4 here, because it's 2 plus 2. And then you have the 1, which is 147. Yeah, okay, then they show another method, which is instead of doing 3 times 3 plus 3 times 3 plus 3 times 3, you could do 5 times 3 and then 4 times 3, because the 5 and the 4, they both make 9. We just went straight to it, and we did 9 times 3. Or you can do what we also had a look at, which was 10 times 3, and then we went back 1, 3. Yeah, so we did 50 times 3 minus 3, which also gives you 147. Can you find which of Tiny's calculations are correct and which are incorrect? Okay, yeah. Let's have a look at this first one. 32 times 6, and this is his calculation. He's done 6 times 3, so he's times this 3 here by 6 to make 18. Then he's done 6 times 20, and I think it's because he's timesing this number here to make 120. Then he's added them together to make 138, which is that correct? Done 6 times 3. Is it 6 times 3? Right, it should be 6 times 30, which would give him 180. And then here he's done 6 times 20. Should it be 6 times 20? Right. So that should give him then 12. He's got his tens and units, or tens and ones, mixed up. So then the correct answer would be 180 plus 12. What would that give you? Well, 0 plus 2 gives you 2. 8 plus 1 gives you 9. And then 1, 192. Okay. Right. So 42 times 3. 40 times 3 equals 120. 2 times 3 equals 6. So we have our answer 42 times 3 equals 126 because he's already added these two numbers together. Okay, is this correct? 50 times 5 equals 200. Is that correct? Anyway, 4 times 5 equals 20. 54 times 5 equals then 220. Let's have a look here first. So, yeah, this is the correct method. He has to times it by 50. But what is 5 times 5? Right, 25. So 50 times 5 would be 250, not 200. So his answer is wrong here. Okay, and then he's done the 4 times 5. Is this correct? That part is correct, yeah? So if it was 40 times 5, this would be correct, yeah? Then he's added them together to give him 120. So the way he worked out the answer is correct, but he made a mistake in his answer in the first part, which means that it's not 220. But we can work out the real answer. It should be 250 plus 20. What does that give one? 0 plus 0. 0 plus 0. 5 plus 2. 7. And then 2. 270. So it should be 270. So they've underlined the 3 and the 20. That's how they're explaining that. He's got his tens and units mixed up. Yeah, wrong. Okay. Here it's correct, and here they've underlined the wrong answer to explain how that one is wrong. Here it should be 250, giving you 270.